Okay, so I'm going to be talking about Robinson's TED Talk about our school's killing creativity. So the first off, he uses like real life experiences and anecdotes to really pull the listeners and the viewers into the story, or not his story, but like his point of view and what he's trying to convey. He uses a story about the young girl. I think her name was Lily. Where her school, the traditional educational style school, said that she had a learning disorder. And then she went on to become a professional and world famous dancer who then went on to attend dance school and learn and develop all of those learning skills and professional like mannerisms. He uses this to also highlight how traditional educational systems and settings can fail people, because this obviously failed her. She grew up having all these thoughts and like being kind of told and taught that she had a learning disorder when she went on to accomplish a lot more than she ever could have imagined. This makes it like, I felt his speech was very relatable to the audience just because he used a lot of humor. Once again, the personal experiences that really emotionally tie the audience in and the viewers. His stories break down and the educational systems, it critiques them and really pulls out their flaws and makes people think or take a second thought about what they're really doing and how they're really teaching these kids. So through his actions and his narratives, he highlights how children's natural talents are often disregarded and diminished in educational settings. So if kids are just more naturally artistically drawn, then they are often more not disregarded compared to some kids that might be in sports, which is obviously like a physical activity. It's seen more as taking time out of the day, while it's being artistically given isn't really seen as that necessary. But his narratives and his actions really do highlight how that is effective. The agents would include students, educators, parents, and I would like to say society as a whole, because this is a very important ongoing issue. Everybody goes to school, and eventually most people are going to have children that are going to go to school, and this is something to take into consideration and learn about. The agency, this would involve like the standardized testing, the rigid curricula, prioritization of certain academics, like how science and math go together, and math and science are often the most prioritized subjects just because the higher paying and better working jobs involve math and science more than history and English. And it can be really destructive. It can really destroy somebody's confidence and what they know about a subject. You could be more historically inclined rather than scientifically inclined, and that can really just diminish your confidence about your subject. The scene would be global education itself, where he says creativity is just undermined as a whole. Like, it's just not taken seriously in the educational system whatsoever. And then the purpose of education should extend beyond simply preparing kids for jobs. It should be a place to help foster and encourage creativity. It should not just be some place that kids just go every day and they're forced to sit and learn. It should be a safe space where kids feel like they can harness their creativity and be able to feel like they can be safe and live out their lives. And yeah, that's pretty much what Ken Robinson had to say and what I interpreted. Thank you for listening.